Hello ladies, Sharon's here. I am so glad you stopped by today. Today I have something really cool for you. I've heard this 100 times. I've heard it 10,000. Everybody wants to know my favorite high-end makeup choices. So that is what I'm going to do today, is talk to you about all the high-end products. And I am so glad you joined me. For those that are new, let me invite you to please scroll on down. Hit that subscribe button. Girlfriend, you're going to be a member of my tribe. And hit that little bell. It'll notify you of all my upcoming videos. I generally film twice a week. Alright, so today we're going to talk about my high-end makeup choices. Now I know a lot of you think that all I do is use high-end. Well, that's not true. I mean, a lot of it's true, but it's not completely true. And we're going to talk about that. The first thing I want to talk about today are foundations. As you all well know, I'm going to be 72 here in September. And I've had dry skin since the age of, I think it's 58 or 59. I started getting dry skin. I always had super oily skin my whole entire life and did not have a good complexion. All right, I live in the dermatologist's office every week for dry acetone treatments. So now that I'm a big girl and I hated my oil, which, believe me, every single dermatologist says, when you get older, you'll be glad you did. Well, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Now, I suffer with dryness, so I have to treat that and take care of that totally. A lot of people say, oh, your skin doesn't look dry. And times that I've had dry skin and dehydrated skin, you guys say, we can't tell. It's because of the products I use and the way I handle my skin. So, before we get off in la-la land with all this, I want to talk to you about the foundation. The foundation is the Holy Grail of makeup. Let me tell you, without a good foundation, I don't care what you use or how much it costs, you're dead meat if you don't have the right foundation. Now, I have tried every drugstore foundation on the market. Believe me, I'm not stupid. I've tried it all out just to see what some of you are ranting and raving about. Some of you just look fantastic in this drugstore foundation. Not me. It gets patchy. It's gone after about 3 hours. It settles in all the lines and all my wrinkles. It makes my skin look drier than it was. So everything about it just did not work for me. It did not last. I want a foundation that is going to last almost 10 hours, okay? And definitely I'm going to want one that's, 8 hours. It's got to last that long for me. And it's got to look smooth. It's got to cover all imperfections. It's got to have that kind of a dewy look. It's got to go on, just real easily. When I say easily, like it glides on and sinks into your skin. It's got to be one with your skin. So the only thing I have ever found that does that for me are high-end cosmetics. So let's talk about like what I'm wearing today, for instance. Today, my foundation of choice is the Chanel. This is the Ultra Latant. Okay, this is BR32. Love the Chanel. This is better than any other, really, Chanel they put out there for a while. And I didn't think they would because I was using another one. This kicks it out of the ballpark. And this gives me this look. And I just use it with a damp sponge. A few dots here, that's it. And I move on. Do I powder it down? No, I don't have to. I usually don't powder. I put a finishing powder on at the end of all my makeup after it's done and just swirl it around lightly and that's it. But I'll get to that in a minute. But I love this foundation. Now, the one that everybody used to ask me about, especially when I started YouTube, there were two foundations that I used all the time. All the time. Never deterred from that. And this one is Dior's Capture Totale. Now I still use this. And yes, I know it's about $87 a bottle, this kind of thing. But my gosh, this will last. If I were to use this every single day, it'd last me almost a year. It's wonderful. It's smooth. It's, oh my gosh, it fills in every line and wrinkle. It gives you the prettiest, softest look. Everybody used to go buck wild over this and say, Sharon, what are you using? What are you using? And this is it. Capture Totale is just absolutely a dream. Now you're going to ask me, do you like it better than the Chanel? I think I do. I think I like this a lot. Now I use this. What I do with this, I don't wear it every single day. Some days I do. But I really like this for special occasions in the evening. And it's not that it's thicker. It just gives you a whole different look. Sort of a dreamy, sexy, glowing look. Yeah, that's why I love this. And it covers every cotton picking thing. If you know what? I got a girlfriend that has tons of dark spots all over her face, and she's been trying to get rid of them. She's going to the dermatologist for that. This covers every single one of those. That's how good it is. Love it. The next one that I wear constantly, as a matter of fact, I wore it, I think, in my last video, and I wear it frequently, is my Lingerie de Peau by Guerlain. I love this as well. Now this is just heaven. That's all I can tell you. I mean, this gives you the prettiest, smoothest look ever. It's not a heavy foundation. As a matter of fact, I have to apply a little more than usual with this. The color I use here is 02N as a natural. This is lovely, and it lasts forever. Dreamy. I think I wore this in my last video. Okay. Now, another one that you all ask me about all the time, too. And, of course, everybody that wears this, you can tell when they're wearing it. Okay? And this is YSL Touche Éclat Le Teint. Okay? Please. Does it stay on? Forever. This is a good 10 hours a day. Easily. This isn't going anywhere. Once you put this on, it's not going anywhere, girlfriends. And doesn't it get, it's a full coverage. Absolutely full coverage, okay? Whereas this was more light to medium, the Lingerie de Peau. The Dior is like more medium coverage. And, of course, the Chanel, I would say, is medium to heavy. This is full coverage. This is good coverage. This is nice coverage. Now, the color I wear here is in B40 Sand. And yes, all of these are a little pricey. I'll have these all listed down below, and it'll have the prices, next to it. But I know they're not cheap. But you know what? You get your money's worth. You go buy one of these that you're used to buying and you love it, and you can depend on it, you're getting your money's worth. If you go to the drugstore, you can purchase, because I tried that, went to the drugstore and invested about $40 on, a few bottles. And can I tell you, nothing worked. Nothing. Zippo. Nada. Doesn't work. And of course, too bad at the drugstore we can't try things out, or I wouldn't have had to walk out with them. But there's nothing there. I have to really be careful, because I don't, at my age, I'm looking for a smooth, beautiful application that's going to last all day, and it's not going to break up on me. It's going to fit in fine lines and wrinkles and not show all that. I mean, that's why I have to go with the good stuff, okay? That's me. You do you, but I'm telling you what will totally work. Hands down, you never have to lose any sleep or look around at all. And most of these foundations will last you almost a year, for real. Because high-end foundations seem to be, I don't know what their consistency is about them. I want to say, well, they have different oils and different ingredients in it that just cover your face instantly. It's just so good. You get your money's worth, and that's what you want. The next high-end I use for real quick occasions, if I'm in a hurry, but I want really nice coverage when I walk out the door. I don't want to have to use, the beauty blender at all. I can just use my fingers and run, is my Tom Ford stick. Oh, my God. You all have seen my face videos not too long ago, even when I wore this. And I got tons of compliments and said, what are you using? Well, this is a Tom Ford stick. You just, and then rub it in with your fingers, and you're away to go. That's it. And this is beautiful coverage. Beautiful coverage. It makes your skin look so soft and pretty and youthful. Everybody tells me I look younger with this. I don't know if that's true, but I love it. And the color I use in this is 3.5 Rosewood. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You can use your fingers, start bringing, and it's fast. And it's not greasy. That's a beautiful part. Now, let's talk about the kind of setting powders if I use a setting powder. If I need a setting powder, I go to my Hourglass Veil. This is the best setting powder in the universe. I don't care what anybody else tells you about anything else. When you're old, our age, okay, you're past 50, this is what you want, girlfriends. And see how pretty it is, and you just run your brush in there, tap it, and all you do is just brush it around lightly. And that's all you have to do. And it is set for life. This Hourglass Veil is just the living end. I swear by Hourglass. I swear by it. It's heaven. And it works. That's what I like. If I'm going to pay this kind of money, then you know what? It better work and work good. Now, I've tried every type of other powders. Now, there is another one by Terry, translucent. That was great for under my eyes. But now, I stick strictly, instead of the, by Terry Hyaluronic powder that I always use. Now, I still use this sometimes. I can trade off, especially this under the eyes. This is also good for setting. It's lightweight. I'm real partial to this because this gives you a look that looks like you walked out of a magazine. The setting powder itself, okay, if you want to set everything after it's done, and believe me, you do. That's what you want to do. Okay, the setting powder is like this white one right here. Okay, this is Hourglass. And this setting powder is called, because I want you to totally get this right, is Diffused Light. You all have seen me use that. I've got it in a larger compact too as well. But the Diffused Light at the end, you just run the brush in it, tap it, and just lightly all over. And you get a finished look like I have on finishing powder now. Now, while we're on the issue of setting powders, some of you absolutely love the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder by Charlotte Tilbury. Yes, I, on occasion, use this. Now, I find this to be a little thicker coverage. I want something lighter, okay, that's going to hold in, and that's why I use the Hourglass. But this is lovely. This is a beautiful, beautiful powder as well. Now, if you're out in the evening, that would be great if you wanted to touch up in between. With the Charlotte Tilbury, fantastic. But, everybody's got their own kit going. I prefer the setting powder by Hourglass. However, in a pinch, and if this is what I've got in front of me, I will grab this as a finishing powder. Okay. while we're on Hourglass, let's talk a little bit about under my eyes right now. I have just started using the Hourglass concealer. Now, I was using the other one by Tarte that has more, it's more moisture in it. I had used that because, you know, the original big one came out. Okay, and that was real drying to us older ladies. So they came out with one that, you know, that had more moisture in it and oils, and it has always been lovely until I got talked into the Hourglass concealer. Yes, this color that I've got here for my complexion is called Cedar. They give real weird names. You'd think Cedar would be a different color, but this is the color Cedar. Cedar by Hourglass. This I love. I just put it on there and I just took my finger and went just like that. That is it. And then I used my, you know, Hourglass finishing powder and I used that to press just like 1, 2, 3. That was it. And it's given me this. So this does cover. It's not heavy. It stays on forever. And this is my new kick. Yes, it is, girlfriends. Now, the next thing, as we're still talking about Hourglass, I want to talk to you a little about their glosses and their lippies. I love these. I love these. Now, I can wear this even on top of any color of lipstick, and it gives me this, you know, beautiful look. I just want to try this out a little bit, test it, to show you what I'm talking about. This is like their lip creams, and it is heaven. You don't have to. This is enough, but I want to show you. This color is fantastic. Look at that. So you've got sort of a pinky peachy. But I put this on top of all of my lippies, okay, that I'm going to wear for the day. And if they're the peachy nude colors, you know, or more natural, I put this on top lots of times. And it gives a little oomph, you know, makes the color a little deeper and provides the shine that I want. So I love that Hourglass. Okay, we're going to kind of move things along from Hourglass, and let me tell you the love of my life in the Charlotte Tilbury line is Film Star Bronze and Glow. You guys know this. You know I have talked about it. I'm hell-bent on it. I mean, I buy it over and over and over. Of course, not that over and over and over because it lasts for so long. But I have bought it once or twice. And I have been wearing this since it came out. I used to wear other contours and other bronzers. I used to, you know, do Milani's. I used to do a lot of different ones. Chanel, the cream, you know, everything. But this beats the heck out of all of them. When I tell you this is the most perfect color of bronze, especially if you're a cool, you know, toned person, this is going to be it for you. It's beautiful. It's just lovely the way it goes on. This is the highlighter. I don't use it a lot, but I do use it sometimes right under my eyebrows, and sometimes I'll use it here in the evenings just to give a little sheen. I don't like looking like a globe, if you will, you know, or a big disco ball shining. I just want a little glow going on. And this is perfect. I will never deter from this. If she runs out of this, I'll throw myself over a balcony, I promise. This is it. I'll have to go back to my Physicians butter, you know, the butter bronzer. Because I like that. That's what I used before this. Can you believe it? I mean, once I got my hands on this, forget it, girlfriends. I'm in for life. The next thing, I cannot turn myself away from Charlotte Tilbury when it comes to cream eyeshadows. You guys have seen several of my videos with my cream eyeshadows on, and I love this combo. Actually, right here, the Star Gold I use on my eyelid, if you can see. It's a rose gold color, and I love that. And then what I use in the transition line, this is B-E-T-T-E. Now, first of all, understand, I have every single one, every single color that comes out. But this is one of my favorite combinations, these two. So, you know, I can, cut in there where you can cut a transition line. I can make it all a one color and use the Betty. I use the Star Gold on the eyelid only, and then the Betty the rest of the time. But I've got all these in every colors. They are easy, they're fast, and they stay on forever. And they don't crease. They're not tacky, they're not gooey. They dry like that. It's just beautiful. They are so gorgeous. And that gives you other options to walk out of the house and look like $1,000,000. That's what you want. And to be able to do it quickly. I mean, I'm busy. I have things to do. Well, how about you gals, huh? Busier than a cranberry merchant. We don't have time to mess around with this face all day. The next thing is I absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury blushes. I was using a lot of Milani blushes for some time. I was using Chanel, using Dior. But you know what? I got turned on to these already. For the first time, I'm showing pan, and I've had this for over 2 years. Okay, this particular one. And this is your cheek to cheek, and this is Love Glow. I love this. I love this one. Fantastic. Then, the next one that I absolutely love, and this one is Ecstasy. Ecstasy is another gorgeous one. Look at this. Pretty, pretty, pretty. They last forever. Ever. I mean, and you would think they'd run out quick because it's not it's not a thick case. But, I mean, I've had these forever. You know what I mean, girlfriends? And this is where I'm coming from. With high-end, they last longer. You don't need to use as much. That's the beautiful part. Their consistency is so much more potent and thicker where it spreads better. You need very little of high-end products to work at all. That's why my investment, I know if I go in and I get some Alaska for a year, I wouldn't have to buy that for a year. Wouldn't have to buy that. Look at this. I had this Ghost Edit, and I have used it every single day. All of these different ones every single day, and it's been over a year. And look. See, this is what I'm saying, high-end products. You don't put a dent in. You get what you pay for. Okay, girlfriends? I mean, you do. And the products like this, really nice products, they last forever. All right, let's talk about something else I'm crazy about. Giorgio Armani has 2 liquid eyeshadows that I love, 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 love. And these 2 last forever. And this color here, let me see if I can get the color. Okay, this one seems to be what they call number 9. They go by numbers. And this one is number 10. This is the darker brown. This would be your lid color. They are luscious looking. Let me just show this one close up. This would be your transition. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I'm going to have you move in on this color. And this is the number, what is it, 9 or 6? I think it's 9. And it's kind of got that gold color. They are magnificent. They go on like a dream and they dry. With these, you got to work a little faster than you would the Charlotte. That dries pretty quickly, so you better know where you want to put it, okay? And you want it to stay right then. I'm not saying in a second, but I mean, you got to work fast. Now let's talk about some of my high-end lipsticks. We all know I'm a lipstick freak. I mean, everything around me is covered in lipsticks. And, I have a little, carousel that goes around. I have drugstore lipsticks in there. My high-end are lined up in other drawers. I mean, it just doesn't stop. It's, I'm real sick. Sick. For lippies. Every time I get out, I gotta go buy lipstick. Everybody goes, really? But baby boomers are like that because we grew up, that was our main makeup product was lipstick. Boy, we got our allowance on Saturdays, and the first thing we did is go down to the drugstore and buy some lipstick. You think I'm kidding? Ask any of the boomers here. They'll tell you. Lipstick is our thing, girlfriends. All right, so what I love, and I've got just oodles and noodles, and they're everywhere, and you have seen them all. I'm not going to go down them, each and every one, is the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Oh my gosh. And I mean, I have almost I think I only lack one that I don't have, but it wouldn't look good on me anyway. So, I love, 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 love. I think her lipsticks hang the moon. Now, are they the longest lasting lipsticks ever? No. Some drugstores actually last a little longer. I find some of Hourglass lipsticks. Some of my other favorite lipsticks are YSL, for instance. And, I mean, we can go down the line. But you know what? I don't have any problem in pulling that out and reapplying every 4 hours or so. I mean, I love, love, love the lipsticks. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. And of course, you cannot beat Tom Ford. I've got a buttload of Tom Ford colors. I love it. This is one of my very, very favorite ones. And you guys know what it is. You're right, it's my Spanish pink. Every time I wear it, y'all say, what is that color? What is that color? It's Tom Ford Spanish pink. And do I love it? Mm-hmm. And you know what I put on top of it? I use the Buxom White Russian gloss on top of it. And it kind of gives it that sheen and makes it pop. And it's hot. It's lovely. Oh! Love my Spanish pink. I was scared to death they were going to discontinue it, so I went and bought tons of tubes, so I have backups. See, that's how we are. We're crazy that way. Gotta have our lipstick. Nothing else, you gotta have your lipstick. Then the next ones, of course, are YSLs. I mean, I love, love, love their lipsticks. They're absolutely beautiful. They last forever, and they don't get dry. And I've got another one here that I got recently. I have to go put it in its carrier because, these are like refills, and you put them in the nice little carriers. That's a pretty color, and I've been wearing that this summer too. It's kind of got that pinky tone to it. I'm trying to do pinks and corals, that kind of thing. Another YSL lippy, I think I showed you in another video. But this, let me tell you, you talk about cute. Look at that. Look at that color. And I love the shade. Isn't that hot? I mean, and you know what? This is the deal. The reason I like YSL. They have very unique colors that not everybody has. I love the unique colors because that's what I always look for. Something different and just go, in your face. Tom Ford had one here, and they sent this over to me when I was talking about it. A coral. I need a coral. I need a true coral. I need blah, 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 blah. So I got this color from them, and to tell you the truth, it worked out to be really, really pretty. Really pretty. So then I got the big tube after they sent this trial tube for me to try out. And I absolutely loved it. Now let's talk a little bit about what I do as far as conditioning, my lips. because I've told you all about drugstore type products, but I also want to tell you what's really important to me, and one of those is my By Terry, and this is my Rose lip treatment. I absolutely love this. This has really helped me keep my lips moist. First of all, understand, my lips are filled with silicone and have been since, 53 or something. And so they're permanent. You know, it's not the thing you can go in and keep injecting them. No, they are filled with silicone. So, just the kind you put in your breast, yes, it's not going anywhere. And so this, because I have silicone in my lips, it makes them drier than most. So I have to constantly treat these at night and all through the day, what have you. So this By Terry kind of rose, it smells just like roses. So if you're sensitive to rose smells, don't buy this. But this is a great lip conditioner. Fantastic. Fantastic. And I've talked about that before too. The other one, and I know it's high end, I want to throw myself over the balcony for even talking about it, but dadgummit, it works. That's the bad thing. And I don't like this line of products, La Mer. And when I say I don't like the line, I don't like, their skincare and blah, 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 because it's caca. But this, La Mer, this lip balm, you just rub your little finger in there, rub it on your lips, and this is what I sleep in at night. It's unfrickin' believable. It's like instant. Now, it's about $50 for this skinny little thing. But you know, this will last me all year. It'll last me 1 year. And then I can replenish it again. But is it better than anything I've used? Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be honest. It is. It really is. And I use everything. And you have seen my videos on that too, about the lips. Because, the lips are really important to me. I mean, when you have silicone in them, you want them to stay plump and pretty and everything, because your face starts dropping, your lips are going to drop as well. That's what happens. But you sure don't want crusty lips. That doesn't look appealing at all. So yeah, love it. Love. I hate it because I love it. Stop it, don't like it. I can't. It works. If it works, I'm going for it. I mean, if it keeps working, I'm going for it. I'm not going to try anything and mess with it if it doesn't work. It's really funny. I had to take one of my granddaughters out, and, she had to buy all new makeup at Sephora, and then we had to make a stop at Ulta because they had some palette, and she wanted probably something by James Charles because she's a James Charles freak. And so, when they're young, what do they know, right? But, and he has terrific palettes, and they're so colorful, and these teenagers absolutely loved it, and he's got a thing going. So, okay, we stopped to get all that, and then, I noticed that what things she wanted were in other places, like Sephora, and the same prices that I would pay. But it's like I told the kid, I said, you're not going to find this type of foundation in the drugstore. You're just not. It's not there. So we're going to have to at least have good foundation. I implore you, ladies, remember that's the Holy Grail. That's the canvas. You've got to have a good canvas, because everything else is going to work out. It's going to work out fine. It wouldn't even matter about what kind of eyeshadow palettes you use. You can make it work. Listen, let me tell you what I did, and I may do another video on that. I got one of those little e.l.f. Palettes because I had seen Sabrina use one. I said, okay, if Sabrina can do this, I can. Right. I didn't know anything really about e.l.f. But I go up there, because it's like a drugstore Target thing, I think. So, yeah, it was Target where I got it. So I went to Target and I looked for the exact one she did. And I used that one night to see how in the world she got this gorgeous look with this inexpensive e.l.f. palette that I think was $1 or $2. I mean, it was ridiculously cheap. Oh my gosh. Girlfriends, I'm going to do one of the, I'm going to do a Get Ready With Me. I know y'all hate it when I do that. I hate it when I do that. But we're going to do it anyway. And see if it even compares to Sabrina. I'll have hers listed down below too. But can I tell you, I was so shocked. But if I didn't have a good canvas, I might look like a crazy person, you know, when I got through. But everything worked. Everything just looks beautiful. It's the canvas. So if nothing else, spend your money on your foundation, my ladies, and then we can go from there, okay? All right. I'm going on and on and on. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Sure I do. It's good for me if I do. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, ladies, I hope you understand where I'm coming from here. It's not that I like to go out and just spend oodles and noodles of money on products. I cringe when I have to. But, you know, like I said, every product lasts almost a year for me. It's the way, you don't need that much. You don't need that much. And if you have great skin and it's in order, it's even smaller amounts, because then it just glides over. So there's a method to the madness, my ladies. I want to thank each and every one of you precious babies for joining me today. And all you new subbies, thank you so much. I appreciate your subscribing to my channel. And to each and every one of my tribe, I want you to stay sassy, classy, and confident. And give me a big thumbs up on this video.